What do you want to talk about?
Wrestling. Wrestling is good.
Why do you do that?
Oh.
Why not?
It's fake.
Wrestling's not fake!
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in to this week's Spot Show live stream. I am Ronald Ray, your boy with a cornbread accent. Oh, man, what a week. Hello, Joe. Joe is here. Did you get here early enough to see my new little intro? What you think? Trying to get this camera lined up. Anyway, a few little things to get to this week. Going to talk about, of course, the happenings in the WWE, CM Punk, WrestleMania 40, MJF. Apparently, got some AEW news with Tony Khan, and a whole lot more, hopefully. Whatever we can make up today, because there's going to be a lot of calling it in the ring today. Didn't have a lot of time to spend on prep work, but that's the way I roll, you know. Just winging it. Anyway, hopefully everybody's having a good week so far. Throat's a little scratchy. And let's just quit wasting everybody's time and let's get talking about the sport of professional wrestling. Let's hit some WWE news. As we all know by now, it was revealed on Raw that CM Punk has torn his tricep, which, you know, I'm trying not to sound mean or anything, folks. Just calling it like it is. It just seems like him or CM Punk and Bryan Danielson's got the same thing every 2 to 5 matches. If they make it to at least 5 matches, it's pretty good because usually in between 2 to 5 matches, they usually get injured. Hello, Karen. How are you doing? Sorry, folks. Like I said, throat's a little scratchy today. Speaking of things that would probably help my scratchy throat, don't mean to digress here. Might have to go to Bethlehem or Winder, Turtle Creek liquor store, something like that. Apparently, they sell the rock solid apple brandy. Good stuff. Maybe I have to stop there on the way to Monroe Saturday. Anyway, back to CM Punk. It was announced on Raw, CM Punk suffered a right tricep tear, which requires surgery, which means he is out of WrestleMania 40. During his promo, he graciously acknowledged Cody Rhodes and his Royal Rumble victory. Back-to-back Royal Rumbles. It's been a long time since anybody's done that. Talked about his friend with cancer and saying, hey, this is just a flesh wound or, you know, whatnot. Very good little babyface promo. And he's calling just a little bit of setback, but he's going to get it fixed, get trained real hard. Hello, Brenda. Brenda's here. and we'll see where, you know, hopefully it gets all better, you know, gets prepared, but, you know, I don't know what it is. It's a lot of people kind of get injured here. Was going to focus on that a little bit, but I'm going to save that for next week if you folks don't mind. Going to basically use the open forum a little bit, talk about, you know, injuries in wrestling and got some things in my mind, you know, stuff like that. So want to point out too, but I think I'll save that for next week. So yeah, he's going to be out for WrestleMania 40, which, you know, hey, this close to the show, and WrestleMania 40 is almost looking like a cluster, you know. Of course, you got CM Punk injured. Now they going to have a dilemma: is CM Punk going to face Seth Rollins or Roman Reigns? Of course, after he won the Royal Rumble, he pointed at Roman Reigns. Seth Rollins on Monday Night Raw came in and gave him a pretty good sales pitch of challenging him for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship and forgetting about the Hollywood belt that Roman Reigns has. Uh, and on top of that, Seth Rollins is, he's got a bad leg right now. He's trying to recover from an MCL injury. Uh, and another thing, I think they was going to plan on Brock Lesnar versus Gunther, and it looks like, of course, with all the controversy, we ain't gonna speak about that. If you want to hear more about that, it's basically the same thing, rinse, repeat that everybody else has been talking about all week. Nothing really new. But yeah, supposedly Brock Lesnar's involved in that mess somehow. Who knows? Uh, don't think anybody really knows right now. Uh, yeah, totally linked. Supposedly he's linked with the Vince McMahon sex trafficking laws, whatever. But anyway, we'll definitely keep that in mind. One of the news sites, Wrestling Votes, shared their insight, and I quote: "Between the unfortunate injury to CM Punk and the questionable status of Seth Rollins and the pulling back of Brock Lesnar, the WrestleMania card has taken a sharp turn. Really, it has. Sources say there are a number of brand new card variations on the table, including some superstars who were not pegged towards the top just days ago. I'm being told they will take their time to figure things out and consider just about everything. Which, hey, that's my opinion. That's the reason they're the top dogs. Uh, that's the reason WWE is above and beyond anybody else. AEW, TNA, because they just know how to figure things out and make it work, and not just throw things on the wall and see if they stick. They do things that does it work all the time? No, but with the talent pool they got right now, hey, you can probably throw anything on the wall and it'll probably get over pretty well. Um, but yeah, like I mentioned before, Cody Rhodes might wind up challenging Seth Rollins, for the World Heavyweight Championship. It's still the Universal. Like I said, giving a pretty good sales pitch. Wouldn't mind another Cody Rhodes Seth Rollins match. They work pretty good together. Uh, but kind of feel that Cody needs, whoever he's wrestling at WrestleMania, he needs to go over. Let's see. And that takes care of WWE for this week. Let's let's hit the let's hit on AEW. Ain't really talked about AEW last couple weeks because, to be honest, I haven't really watched AEW in the last couple weeks. I'm pretty sure I can tune in and catch up, just like that. There we go. That's how we snap. Anyway, the former AEW World Champion, MJF, Maxwell Jacob Freeman, he is apparently going to be in an upcoming movie called Floaters. The film boasts a ensemble cast including Aya Cash, Seth Green, Steve Guttenberg from Police Academy fame. Come on, we need a Police Academy remake. Like I need another hole in my head. Anyway, Jonathan Silverman and Dan Adut. Hopefully I spelled pronounced that right. Um, oh gosh, the outline of the film's plot is available as reported by Deadline. Floaters is penned by Brent Hoff, Andre Gordon. Who cares? The plot centers around on Nomi, a struggling musician who takes on a job at her overachieving best friend Mara's request. The job involves mentoring an unusual group of campers known as the Floaters at a Jewish summer camp from their childhood. Amidst financial challenges and rivalry with competing camp, Nomi, the floaters, and Mara must reconcile their differences to unite the community and rescue the camp. Uh, MJF's involvement in wrestling has been on pause since he did, lose to CM Punk and has multiple injuries right now. So why not, hey, let me try making movies. Previously, MJF had a brief appearance in A24 film The Iron Claw, which, oh yeah, it wasn't totally cut, but if he's any speaking parts in that movie, you know, he had was cut, but he did briefly appear in that movie as Lance Von Erich. Uh, also held the executive producer role for that same project. So yeah, guess the silver screen is caught in MJF's eye. Hey, good for him. He's definitely got the gift for gab. Probably can hopefully remember lines and very very charismatic. I can definitely see him being in being a Hollywood guy. I don't know if he'll measure up to other people, namely The Rock, of course. Batista's probably a close second. Hulk Hogan did okay. He had a cameo in that one Rocky movie, Rocky 3. Rest of his movies were suspect at best. Uh, yeah, that Oscar. Hey, Suburban Commando should have got nominated for an Oscar. And other AEW news. Excuse me. It looks like next week Tony Khan will make a big announcement.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy!
Yes, Tony Khan is set to make a big announcement at next week's Dynamite. Of course, this could be a couple of things. It could be, the announcement of signing of Mercedes Monet. She's been linked with the company as far as rumors of she may be coming in. So it might be the announcement of her, or the big coup right now is Kazuki sorry, Okada. That's basically the biggest name free agent right now as far as wrestling's concerned. Okada's contract is done with, so it does look like he's going to come stateside and either wrestle for AEW or WWE. Uh, yeah, no holds barred. Boohoo Banks and Boohoo Okada. But hey, I seen Okada's matches. He's pretty good. Um, but I mean, I don't think he's at prime right now. Uh, let's see, trying to figure out. Let's see. I mean, he's only 36, but you know how they do it in Japan. They kind of they're a little snug over there, and a couple matches I've seen over here of him, he kind of look no, they're not. Uh, huh? Anyway, uh, what was I saying? Anyway, a couple matches I've seen here, he's uh, kind of hobbling around a little bit, so maybe he's going to take at least a little time off to get some of the nagging injuries healed up and come in and you know if AEW can do anything with him, I don't know. Uh, if he can, I think he'll do more for them. Oh, his match is pretty good. His match with Omega was pretty good. I just couldn't understand what the commentators were saying. I didn't get the English version. I got the YouTube version where they didn't speak English. Um, but I thought they were pretty decent. I mean, I'm not going to, you know, totally mark out for their matches, but they were good. I mean, um, I'm not going to, you know, say he's not talented. Come on, dude. You gonna call a Great Muta overrated? Come on. Kabuki overrated? Hayabusa overrated? Hayabusa was awesome, dude. Uh, let's see some of the people they got now. I mean, some of them went. Like I said, the couple that came in, I think they're kind of in that kind of hitting that brick wall. Their stars are getting kind of older and not sure because I don't, you know, if you want to chat me up, you a little more familiar with Japan wrestling than we are. Uh, yeah, best Japanese wrestler, Stan Hansen. Uh, but yeah, as far as current talent, you know, hey, that's another guy, Ultimo Dragon. Ultimo Dragon was awesome. Um, like I said, don't remember half these people's names, uh, but like I said, maybe AEW can do something with him. Unfortunately, I think if he goes there, he'll just have some dream matches and stuff like that, and he might pop the number to stay at 800, 900,000. Uh, but hey, hey Joe, speaking of Okada, maybe he does get signed just in time for this right here. March 6th and March 7th, Gas South Arena in Duluth, Georgia. Uh, Now I will say, the one AEW show I did go watch live. Um, they put on pretty good. It was I almost want to consider it like baseball. If you go to a baseball game, it's a whole lot better than watching on TV. Going to an AEW show is better live than watching on TV. Um, sorry, but yeah, the yeah, definitely need to see if we can figure out if we can go. I don't know how they do tickets, but I definitely don't mind going both nights. Um, trying to think. I'm gonna have to take that during that week Monday off because I have jury duty. Has anybody out there had jury duty? For the first time in my life, I'm having to go to jury duty, and that will be March 6th. So I'm having to take that day off of work. Uh, but if something happens, I don't have to take that Monday off. I think if I'm able to go to both shows, go Wednesday night, uh, tough it out Thursday, work Thursday, then go to a Thursday night show and see if I can talk my supervisor who just came back Monday, by the way. Uh, yes, my supervisor who had a quadruple bypass surgery around Christmas time. He's already back at work. Not doing heavy stuff or anything like that, um, but doing doing what he can. Yeah, I'll definitely let you do. I definitely considering it because, like I said, that show we went to, it was a pretty good show, and and if he signs, that means you get to see your new favorite wrestler, Okada, Joe. He's gonna be your new favorite wrestler. Uh, and your favorite female wrestler, Mercedes Monet. Of course, Mercedes Monet is more famous for being Sasha Banks in the WWE. Uh, but yeah, that could be the big announcement coming from Tony Khan next Wednesday. Uh, I gotta catch up on the last 2 weeks. Dynamites, see what's going on. I guess it's been forever and days since I've seen Collision. Um, was gonna have last night. I was going to record a get back into the Raw and Dynamite review shows, but uh, hey, Peter Bread's here. Hey, Peter Bread. But what was I saying? Anyway, yeah. But all my notes, information, everything, it just I got an external hard drive here, and for some reason when I plugged it up, that whole file was gone, like poof, disappeared. Uh, I think my neighbors heard me say the F word plenty of times last night. That's part of the reason I got kind of a scratchy voice tonight, because I think I screamed it a couple times. Because what wasn't a good day yesterday, but uh, we're all good today. Like I said, we're sitting here talking about wrestling, going through some just some random stuff here today. Like I said, I was wanting to talk about injuries in pro wrestling, but don't have my the information and notes I wanted to point at this week. But I will talk about next week. So tune in next week. But hey, let's just call in the ring, guys and gals. Uh, what do you want to talk about? Um, yes, since we're already talking about AEW and Duluth, I definitely gonna uh see how the ticket prices are. If or if anybody already knows, it's kind of been through the era where they did do one night, do one show one night, the, the next show the other night. Because the night we went, it was before All In, so um they did live Dynamite and they did Collision. So um but they're gonna be doing two different nights in March. And I guess they're gonna do some Rampage there too. I imagine. Excuse me. Um, but yeah, this definitely recent Rumble results. Did you see my Royal Rumble report? Yeah, I'm thinking. I'm pretty sure like 10:30 or so, because they are, like I said, they're having Dynamite Wednesday, Collision on Thursday. Oh, Peter Bread is a Nia Jax fan. Uh, she feels that she should have won that Royal Rumble. Quite frankly, I don't think PETA has seen Nia Jax wrestle a lot. She might have a different opinion. But she did, I will give her credit, she did throw a whole lot of women out. I think she threw more people out on the Royal Rumble than uh, anybody did in, that particular match. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Got to find. There we go. Let's hope this didn't get erased. That would suck. So yes, Nia Jax. Let's see, how many people did she eliminate? She eliminated Ivy Nile, Katana Chance. Let's see who else. Chelsea Green, Piper Niven, Kia Lee, Shotzi, Shayna Baszler, Valhalla mention, and that's it. And she got eliminated by Jay Carhill. Yeah, yeah, she hasn't really seen her awesome personality. Uh, Now, granted, you know, I think you guys actually watched Total Divas, so you probably got the worst side of her than what we've seen, what I've seen. Uh, I don't think. Hey, Peter, did you ever watch what was that show again? Total Divas. I just I can't get enough for reality TV shows most of the time. Even though, excuse me, even though I have been watching on Netflix the wrestlers, the little mini series uh, dealing with OVW. It's actually pretty good. It's got some interesting people in there. Um, and it's just funny, I guess I mean, of course, it's how they edit it too. Is you'll see Al Snow in the back that's ready to kill somebody, then the same person he's mad at, he's like, as soon as the match ends, it's like, okay, good, cheering them on and stuff like that, and talking them through, and definitely, definitely, a guy definitely seems to care about younger talent and really wanting to coach people. So that's always good to see. Not really one of the people trying to just take people's money and here I'll show you how to do a hip toss, run the ropes. Okay, you're good. Go on out there and get booked. She is sassy and that's fine. Oh me. She's also kind of cringy. Maybe I should play some promos from her. But that's another thing, it's like will will Bailey choose Io Sky and let, or will they put Bailey with Io Sky and let Rhea Ripley go up against Nia Jax? Yeah, Gunther didn't learn. He shouldn't mess with Cody. They should just leave Cody alone. Hopefully, somebody else eliminate him. And but if you did counter Gunther in that match, you left a welt on your chest, and that's pretty much what you want to see out of Gunther. I will say I was looking for that match. I was hoping it would happen. Gunther against Brock Lesnar. I thought that would have been pretty awesome. Uh, I mean, you're not going to get uh, suicide dives, tope suicidas, moonsaults, uh, hurricanranas, 15 super kicks, 25 Canadian destroyers out Brock Lesnar and Gunther, but you're just gonna get some hard hitting, stiff shit. Can I say shit? I just said shit. Uh, I wonder if that's a banned word. Remember when gosh, I said I wasn't going to talk about this. Anyway, remember there used to be like banned words in the WWE. I wonder if shit's one of them. Oh, I'm going to hell. I am. Ain't no way about it. I punched my ticket a long time ago on that one. Uh, language. Uh, uh, I don't. I think I already tagged like it's not kid friendly, which I don't go overboard. I don't call people MFs and say the F a lot. I just said shit. Nah, I don't think you'll see Brock Lesnar for a while, which and you're not going to hell with me. So you say, nah, it'll just be a one way bus ticket for me. I'll get the whole bus, the whole train, the whole bus, the whole whatever to myself. But it's like Sam Kinison said, they probably got better albums down there, which I don't know. I mean, good gosh. Uh, don't go on a tangent here, but when you got rappers and pop singers doing the devil worship gimmick, damn, that's gonna suck. They're probably gonna get the sucky albums now. Um, so I need a, we need to make a petition of making Satan metal again and keep him in metal music. Leave pop music alone. Even though there's probably going to be plenty of pop singers going down with us, or going down or be down there with me. But but yes, let Satan be metal. Let Satan be only metal music. You know, I mean, this don't sound right with bubblegum music and praise Satan or whatever. This ain't right. Or hip hop music. Come on, disgusting. That's a good question. Is there metal music today or nowadays? Uh, well, Metallica, Anthrax, Five Finger Death Punch. Hmm. See, I hate to admit this, but I'm at an age where I am so out of touch with music in general, even my own genre of music. I mean, I mean, unfortunately, only pop music person I know is Taylor Swift. I'm not gonna dog her, nothing like that. She's a she's a okay singer. It's just not my cup of tea. I mean, and why would she be any guy's cup of tea? She sings cop block music. She writes cop block music. Why would anybody want to? Why would any guy want to hear that? Hey, I paid $500 for me and my girlfriend to go see Taylor Swift. You're not gonna get anybody. She's gonna block it. One song. Your wife or girlfriend is gonna go, oh, that reminded me of the one guy before you, or probably you that treated me bad. And $500 down the commode. You're gonna buy your wife, girlfriend a ticket to Taylor Swift. Don't buy yourself one. You know, if you're gonna buy two, buy one for her and one for friends. But yeah, I mean, about a year ago, you think she should be singing love songs now? I mean, what's gonna happen if he like pops a question and they get married? She's gonna have to actually write love songs now to set the mood for everybody. Oh, I'm pretty sure she is. I mean, I don't watch that much NFL, and I'm pretty sure it is annoying to football fans, especially you're sitting there trying to watch football and you don't care about you know mainstream pop music or really mainstream anything except for football, and you watching the Kansas City Chiefs and just about what how many times they show her during the games? I heard there's a lot. Oh yeah, go Chiefs. Uh, yeah, they was asking. One of the engineers was asking at work, "Who do you think is going to win?" I did pick the Chiefs because, like the Royal Rumble, it's been a long time. I think the New England Patriots were the last team to win back-to-back Super Bowls. So it's been a long time since anybody's won back-to-back Super Bowls. Um, let me. And oh, by the way, let's go ahead and stock up on toilet paper and tissue, maybe some Mucinex, because the last time that the Niners and the Kansas City Chiefs played in the Super Bowl was also the last time there was a presidential election between, and it looks like it's going to be between Donald Trump and Joe Biden. Last time all that happened, we had a pandemic. So stock up on food, stock up on canned goods, water, milk, bread, eggs. That's good. They show her better that some of the crowds in the show. But I mean, I kind of get it. I mean, you don't like Taylor, don't like Taylor Swift. Like the reason I said she writes cop block music, so she's you're not a fan of her to begin with. You just want to watch some football. Now you gotta see her face on every time. But you know, uh, so I kind of get that part. And like I said, it's like let's see what do we got here? 88, 90. So okay. So 2004, 2005 Super Bowls were both won by the New England Patriots. Uh, Next year, Steelers, Colts, Giants, Steelers, New Orleans, Packers, Giants, Ravens, Seahawks, Patriots, Denver, Patriots, Eagles, Patriots, Chiefs, Buccaneers, Rams, Chiefs. So yeah, it's been since 2000 or 2000. Oh, yeah, it's been almost 20 years since the NFL has had back-to-back Super Bowl winners. So I think they're due. Could be Kansas City. Well, I mean, that is any football crowd. Hell, let's show the game. Who cares? But but yeah, so yeah, like I was telling somebody, it's like it's been a long time, and now I've kind of like looked it up here. It's been since 2005 since they had back-to-back winners, and that was the New England Patriots. Um, Other than that, it's been this single winners. Uh, nobody repeating, two-peating, or anything like that. What's that red for? Oh, American. Okay. But yeah, like I said, we will definitely see about the Super Bowl. Um, but yeah, I mean, I would like to see San Francisco win just because Kyle Shanahan's there. But I believe Kyle Shanahan will do the same mistakes Kyle Shanahan did in the other two Super Bowls he was in. Uh, but uh, maybe he'll learn his lesson and not you know not screw up. If he gets a lead, run the ball. You don't need to keep airing it out. Run the ball, burn that clock down. Keep the ball out of Mahomes' hands. Of course, if you think the game's predetermined, uh, you might want to follow the storyline and the story they want to tell and uh and whatnot. So I mean, it could be one of those deals where if you think it's predetermined and all that, they want to get a happy Taylor Swift there, so she can come out to the field and you know hump everybody else on the Kansas City Chiefs. uh, anyway, yeah, I'm kind of out of touch with football too. I'm out of touch with music, out of touch with football. Baseball, I'm somewhat in touch with because uh, kind of always kind of dug the Braves. Since the even though I do got a Falcons hat, I need to get another Braves hat. Um, sorry, I got a hat right over here. I was trying to see if I have a Braves hat, but I don't have a Braves hat no more. I don't know what happened to it. They get me another Braves hat. How the Hawks doing? Does anybody care about the NBA? Yes, Atlanta does have an NBA team. They're the Atlanta Hawks. Uh, they were trying to be relevant there for a little bit, but I think they've gone through three coaches now in the last 4 or 5 seasons, so that's not good. Um, so yeah, Hawks are not Hawks are not doing too well, even though they do have talent on the team. It's just don't know if it's egos or whatever. I don't keep up with it. I mean, last time I kind of like read something, they're talking about uh, tearing it back down and rebuilding again. But um, they got a new coach and everything. But apparently, like I said, I don't know. I don't read enough on the Hawks. Little bits and pieces here and there. Um, Soccer, I'm not a soccer fan either. I was happy when yes, we Atlanta does have a MLS team. They are the Atlanta United, and of course they beat they beat the Lakers on Tuesday. Well, hey, that makes them good then. Definitely always like any team to beat the Lakers. Um, and of course, I really ain't been that much of a basketball fan since Jordan. So yes, I am that old. I am so old. I seen Michael Jordan play on TV in his prime. They are number 10. No, I think I do know the top 8 teams go to the playoffs, and number 10 ain't going to cut it. But maybe they start improving. Who knows? But yes, I'm so old. I watched Michael Jordan on TV. I seen Michael Jordan win his first NBA championship, second and third. Yeah, basketball. But yes, also Atlanta does have a soccer team, which they did win the MLS Cup a few years ago. But man, I just don't care about soccer. I mean, of course, you could if you're an outsider looking in, because in the MLS there's like 3 or 4 teams that has team names that's United. I think Atlanta, New York, and some other team is called United. They have more games. Oh, and get this, we do have a WNBA team, and just like every other WNBA team, well, we don't give a shit about our team either. Who's that? The Lakers or the Hawks? I mean, at least the Cowboys will make it to the playoffs. They're, see, that turned into what Atlanta was during the Mike Smith and Matt Ryan years. They'll make it to the playoffs and lose the first round. They'll have a great season. Well, I mean, it could be just about any Atlanta team at this point. There's been a few times, 3 times to be exact, that Atlanta teams actually won a championship. If you want to count the we had another hockey team called the Atlanta Knights, which was a almost a minor league hockey team. Uh, they won the Turner Cup or something like that. But when the Flames, Thrashers, okay, Hawks had 13 plus more games. So yeah, whoever's number 8 and 9, it's got to lose a few games, and then we got to win a few games, and we might actually make it to the playoffs. Of course, like I said, the Hawks, the way they're playing, I don't think they're going to make it too far in the playoffs. I mean, see the thing about Hawks is like they'll have that one good season, and they just don't know how to build on top of that, build off of that. I mean, I don't know if it's because of the rats in Atlanta or groupies, wrestling fans. You know what I mean by rats. Uh, but to the normies, groupies could be the Atlanta sports groupies that kind of makes them weak. Yeah. Yes, I'm so old. There was used to be a how tall was he again? Like 5'8", 5'6". Spud Webb, but he could still dunk a back. He was still able to dunk a basketball. That's all that mattered. That's what kind of got him famous. Short guy dunking a basketball. Peter Brad probably wasn't born at this time, but, but yeah, the and unfortunately, the Falcons did make it to a Super Bowl with Matt Ryan, but that was the first game that Kyle Shanahan screwed up. But I think he was looking past that game and getting ready to move to San Francisco. Anyway, yeah, did any of you guys see my new intro? How'd y'all like it? Speaking of which, I need to get a new some text messages out later too. Speaking of Saturday, see who's going to come messing with us, if anybody. Oh, I need to clean off my desk, which is easy to do now since I got more space somewhere I can put stuff in. Just don't have to keep it surrounded here anymore. It was too late. You want to see if I can play it again? You might get a kick out of it, Karen.
What do you want to talk about?
Wrestling. Wrestling is good.
Why do you do that? Oh. Why not?
It's fake. Wrestling's not fake!
Actually, I did it on purpose so I can, swig this here Gatorade. Just Gatorade in here. It's not the Honky Tonk Man Gatorade mixture. It's pure Gatorade Zero. Yeah, especially that music. That I just picked the song and just stuck it in there, the first one, but that's a little bit better. Yeah, I figure you get a kick out of it because that one dude from Friends was on it. That was probably from Friends too, I think. You probably know what episode and everything of Friends where that clip came from. Oh, let's see here. So now let's get back to wrestling. Quit talking about our abysmal Atlanta teams. See, this is why we were so happy when about our Georgia Bulldogs too. It's like they won back-to-back championships. Arguably, they probably should have been there for this year, but like I said, they did lose against Alabama in the championship game, so uh, they didn't get the benefit of the doubt like some teams would. But that's kind of Ross. I thought that was Joey. Anyway, uh, so now there's like a huge opening now for WrestleMania for Gunther. Who's going to face Gunther now? And I still kind of wish that they just keep it with uh, Cody versus Reigns and who can. I mean, I guess we can do Seth or Drew McIntyre and Seth Rollins again. This time, I know they had a match on Raw and a match on a pay per view, and or a match on a pay per view, then a match on Raw. Yeah, I mean, I think so too. I mean, at least give them a chance to three-peat if they can. But I mean, I can see that argument. But my argument, yeah, they did plant seeds with Seth Rollins. He can pretty much gave a pretty good promo and a pretty good sales pitch. Uh, for Cody to wrestle Seth Rollins instead of Reigns. But yeah, I think either way, or Cody's got to go over. Uh, that way we can finish the story and let's start a new story. Cody being champion. Um, then if they want, I mean, I get. I don't know why. I mean, it's a money match. is a match everybody's really looking forward to. As far as oh, that's gonna be good. I mean, it's gonna be a draw match. It's gonna be a money making match. Roman Reigns against The Rock. Yeah, okay, there we go. See, that's a better. I was actually thinking about that too the other day. Have Gunther going against Seth and come out. I guess he'll be the second or third guy who's came in as the Intercontinental Champion and walked out both the Intercontinental Champion and the World Champion. Well, he's the champ. He can do that. Plus, it's a four-way. Yeah, they had a face to face because he was saying he's going to win. That's when they was building up to the Royal Rumble, and Gunther was talking about if he wins, he's going to challenge him and whatnot. I mean, it's hard not to like Gunther. I mean, he'll beat up a baby face, make him look bad, but he just dude's awesome at doing that. And like I said, I was definitely looking forward to Gunther against Brock Lesnar, but like I said, Brock Lesnar is probably not going to be seen for a while. Cody and or The Rock and Reigns, or Cody and Reigns, or Gunther and Seth, or The Rock and Reigns. Am I confusing myself? I think I'm just confusing myself. But I mean, yeah, The Rock and Roman Reigns match. It'll be a money match. It'll definitely, you know, draw a few eyes to it. I mean, it's not going to be uh, a classic, technically sound, scientific match or anything like that. Yeah, I think I agree with you 100% there. I'd rather see Gunther and Seth, and let Gunther go over on Seth. Let Seth go out and you know rest up his injuries. Bad knee, bad back. Hey, maybe it's maybe it's baby making time with him and Becky. Say, come on, woman, let's make another one. Or excuse me, it would be Seth.
Come on, woman. Let's make another one. Yeah!
Yes, we do. You might not want to see it. I want to see it. Now on this week's Raw, I was really I did fear for Kofi Kingston's life when Gunther went up against Kofi Kingston. I mean, Gunther went up against Kofi Kingston, and I thought, oh my gosh, if Gunther chops Kofi Kingston, it might kill Kofi Kingston because he has like, nah, he went home and chilled. He's back now. He's ready to chop people. Yeah, like right now, I mean, unless I just don't see. I mean, now that you pop, Gunther against Seth, I think I think that'll be the way to go as far as WrestleMania, as far as Gunther's concerned. I mean, I guess it depends on who's all in the elimination chamber and how they do that. I mean, right now I haven't heard about not one single match for elimination chamber yet. Even if there was, like I said, my all my raw notes got gone, disappeared off the never land. Um, I mean, you might if you want to fast track, Jay Uso against Gunther, but why would you want to do it to him now? Uh, he got a pretty good solid win against Bronson Reed on Monday, and yeah, he needs to start picking up some little bitty wins here and there, and let him build up, because people do dig him. He had a few losses, and people are still cheering for him. So yeah, I think it's uh, let him start picking up a few little wins here and there, and for but still, I mean, it could it could it could kill Kofi. Uh, he gave him a few ones, but I almost want to think. I almost seem like Gunther kind of laid off a little bit. He didn't chop him like he would have a Drew McIntyre or a Sheamus, which is still the best match of last year. I don't care what PWI said. Oh my, where's my? There it is. Uh, mm. Dominique. Yeah, they're kind of both heels right now, so I don't think they're gonna do that. Um, so as far as the PWI awards, let's see. Rest of the year was Seth Rollins. Woman of the year was Rhea Ripley. Tag team of the year was FTR. Faction of the year, Judgment Day. Match of the year this year was Rhea Ripley and Charlotte. Mm, I mean, not saying that wasn't a good match with Rhea Ripley and Charlotte, but to me, it wasn't better than uh, the three-way Drew McIntyre, Gunther, and Sheamus. Let's see. Feud of the year was Sami Zayn against the Bloodline. Sure, why not? Most popular rest of the year, Cody Rhodes. Most hated, Dominique. Comeback of the year, Trinity. Oh, Naomi. Okay. Most improved wrestler of the year, LA Knight. Actually, to tell the truth, I mean, like I said, I'm probably eating crow on him, but Dominic Mysterio should have won most improved wrestler this year. I guess they got an award now for Indie Wrestler of the Year. Matt Cadona won that one. Inspirational Wrestler of the Year, Mark Briscoe. Rookie of the Year, Sol Ruka. Uh, okay. The Stanley Weston Award for Lifetime Achievement. Okay, there's a tie on this. Two winners this year, Sting and Nancy Benoit. Wow. Yeah, Sheamus is injured right now, I think, still. But like I said, that their match, Sheamus, Drew McIntyre, and Gunther, that their match at WrestleMania last year was at least my favorite. Obviously, it wasn't anybody else's favorite. It was Rhea Ripley and Charlotte Flair. Who's the runners? Let me see who the runners up were. Da, 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 da. Oh, they don't have any runners up. Just that one. But yeah. Had to turn you down. Haven't got my issue. Oh. You didn't want to know who won yet. Sorry. And let's see. Um, yeah. Well, I don't think I've been to a store yet. To I might look for it tomorrow. Might go to the grocery store, pick up some. Might pick up something to eat tomorrow night. Oh, you talking about Bianca Belair? See, it used to be cool. She used to take her hair and whip people with it. Yeah, that it did wind up not ending well for her. There's been a few matches lately where people kind of been tugging at that ponytail. But yeah, she used to take it and like whip people with it. It used to be awesome. I think off the top of my head, the last time I seen anybody or seen her do that, I think it was her and Sasha Banks. I think she did that with Sasha Banks, but I can't remember. I think it was that one. I think that was the last one. Um, but yeah, what else was it? Oh, did you? How much was it? And for those of you watching it, to catch my full Royal Rumble review, it is on. It is up and running. So check it out. See, oh my gosh. But I do think I mean LA Knight. I think it. I think this plan still is have him and Logan Paul and have him win the U.S. title over Logan Paul. I believe that's where LA Knight's doing. Let's see. I don't see. They could. I mean, they got 2 nights, so they should be able to uh, have a U.S. title match, Intercontinental title match, women's tag match, I am happy that the Kabuki Warriors won the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship. But I'm telling you, one of my favorite women's tag teams is is ah, what's her name? Zoe Stark and Shayna Baszler. They're pretty awesome, and I do like uh, Katana Chance and Kaden Carter. They do have some smooth double team moves together. So that's probably my they at least got three decent tag teams in that division, more than what Costin Stores. Uh, I can't even tell you what the Costin Stores anymore. Man, it's been like forever since I bought a wrestling magazine. I think I still got that issue somewhere. I think it was like trying to think. Um, when was it? When was the last time I bought a magazine? I could probably give you an educated guess. I couldn't be 2022. Could have been. No, I think it's way before that. I'm at 20. I don't know. I know it's been a while. God dang, $17 for one magazine. Didn't that shit used to be like $5? Maybe $6 the year in review, but gosh, I'm getting old. But the thing about it is too, print media is dying. Do they do they got like a monthly subscription to like for it to you can upload it, download it, read it online or something like that? I mean, $6, $7 in store, but $17 on Amazon. I guess you really can't get too many discounts on Amazon. Um, and oh yeah, by the way, in case I didn't thank some people, thank you for the mud boots and new socks, and at least a good portion of the new work boots I have too, along with my air fryer. But oh, excuse me. Yeah, I'm starting to run out of things to talk about, and it's almost getting bedtime for me, guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night. Appreciate you folks watching and tuning in. Definitely gonna do this next week. Hopefully, I'm better prepared than I was this week. Everything kind of got shuffled around and flustered for yesterday, and today. Been heading back and forth to South Carolina just about every day this week. Uh, but yes, next week we're going to talk about the injuries in wrestling and some more WWE news, AEW news, and let me know in the comments in the chat. Uh, Pick an old school subject you might want to discuss. Any angles or promotions or uh, certain wrestlers or whatever. Give me some ideas, and we'll talk some old school. We ain't talked some old school stuff in a while. Uh, it, I mean, we talked a little bit last. Oh, it's not really been a while. I guess we talked a little last week when we talked about the new season of Dark Side of the Ring. Kind of looking forward to that one. Need to do a video about. Well, I guess I can do it when the episode hits. So I'm pretty sure there's going to be a few things kind of wrong. But I definitely, and that's another thing too. If you're watching this and like I said, if you were around during that time, please let me know what your initial reactions were. Because I know I watched the tapes and I probably, if I was watching at the time, the Black Saturday, of course, that's what I'm talking about. I probably just watching tapes, I can probably guess some of your people's reaction. But yes, so tune in next week. Talk about injury, some old school stuff, some news about the WWE, AEW. What what would be Tony Khan's big announcement? Are we gonna be talking about Mercedes Moné coming to is All Elite, or is Okada gonna be All Elite? Tune in next week, and we'll uh definitely check some stuff out. You know what? We should talk about Memphis next week. Uh, think I'll do my homework tonight. I'll watch some Memphis from 1986 and see what I can think about to talk about then. So homework this week. If you're watching this, go to YouTube, watch old CWA Memphis wrestling from 1986. Um, thank you, Karen. But yes, so yeah. Hopefully everybody has a good week. Stay safe. Be good. And as usual, have a good one and take it easy. Thank you for checking out my video. I really do appreciate it. And of course, this is the part where I ask you, if you're not a subscriber yet, to click on that subscribe button, leave a like, also share with friends. And if you want to follow me on social media, on Twitter, X, it's at RRPATRPTV46. On Facebook, it's this Ronald Ray. And yes, I need to turn in my man card because I do have a TikTok. You find me on TikTok at RP2Vision. As always, you have a good one